Malachi, right here in the chat. We'll go ahead and get started with Matt.
Oh yeah, hey Malachi. Obviously everyone knows about you now, since you've been starring. Have you noticed other teams really making a concerted effort to take you away, and how are they trying to do that if that's the case?
Um, I mean, there's many different ways to do that. My mindset coming into the game is to just control what I can control and just dominate, try to oppose my will on the other team. So it's really not too much of what other people do. It's about what I could do and just control what I control and just stay focused on the detail.
All right, Jordan, we'll go to you.
Yeah, hey there, Malachi. Just curious your thought on just the receiver room in general. Obviously, CJ is going to be out for a couple weeks. Just your thoughts on how some other guys have stepped up. Keelan had a couple pretty good weeks. JoJo last week. Tony Johnson the week before. Just your thoughts on how the entire group is contributing.
We have a great wide receiver room. That's what we expect out of those guys. Every time, that's exactly what you're going to get once a receiver in our room get an opportunity to showcase their talent. We got many different talented guys, even some of the freshmen like Dalen Upshaw, Joshua Moore. When they get their chances, you're going to see the same thing out of all of us. I think we do a great job feeding off each other because that's our standard in the receiver room.
And then just curious your thoughts on Syracuse after looking at them on film. What are you expecting out of their defense?
For them to finish plays, just they're a great football team, just coming out there and playing their best like they do every other week.
All right, Matt, we'll go back to you.
Yeah, I want to ask you just your thoughts on the offense overall. I know there's been sort of some stops and starts with penalties and drops and things like that. Do you feel like the offense is sort of clicking really well, other than just those few mistakes? Is that all that's really holding you guys back?
Yeah, I'll say we have a great offense. We just gotta control, we control and stay focused in on the details and stop letting little things define us. Even if we do get a 15-yard penalty, so what? Let's go out there and make up for it. That's just gotta be our mindset from now on.
Jordan?
Yeah, hey again, Malachi. Just curious now that you guys have two losses, obviously backs are against the wall in terms of trying to accomplish your guys' ultimate goal with the playoffs and whatnot. Do you guys feel any pressure knowing that it's basically you guys have to take care of everything that's left, or how are you guys approaching these final four games?
Um, I'll say pressure is a privilege. We just gotta control, like I said before, we control, and we gotta put the standard on display. And no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We gotta go hard for this game this week. We're gonna focus on it week by week. So right now, focus is on beating Syracuse.
What does it take to get to that standard?
Just play together and just stay for locked in on the details.
Cool. All right, not seeing anything else. Appreciate you taking the time, Malachi.
Thank you.
Matt.
Yeah, hey Jacoby. First off, can you just evaluate your own play? How do you think you've been doing as the season's gone along here?
I think I've been doing a good job playing within, the framework of our defense, set up for sometimes for me to make some explosive plays, and I made the plays when they came my way. But, just continue to focus on, the details each and every day.
Good. Jordan, we'll go to you.
Yeah, hey there, Jacoby. Just curious your thoughts on the secondary as a whole. Obviously, you guys came in basically a brand new unit. How do you feel like you guys have figured things out over these first 8 games, and where do you feel like you guys can still maybe improve down this final stretch?
Like I said, well, camp, I think, our group is very connected. I think we get along very well, which makes playing a lot easier. I think, we just got to get better at communicating on the field when things start to get a little stressful. Make sure we get all the checks around to each other and making sure we're all on the same page so we can play fast and physical.
Next, we'll go to Alex.
Hey, Jacoby, got two for you. First and foremost, you're one of the veterans in that locker room, coming off a tough loss, but still a lot to play for. What's been your message and what's been the message from the other vets on just how to keep the attitude in the right place?
Control, we can control. All we can control is how we play Saturday and, the result of that game. That's all we can control. Whatever happens, happens. We just, keep moving forward. Can't look back. You got to come in on Sundays, see the mistakes, see the errors, fix it, and, keep moving.
And the other one for Syracuse this coming Saturday, what have you seen from them on film? What do you expect?
They're a very talented offense group. I think they have all the pieces to be explosive. I think they struggle with putting it together sometimes, and they got a flash of speed everywhere, flash of talent everywhere. So just got to be careful and come in prepared.
Anything else for Jakobe? All right, appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Matt, we'll get started with you.
Yeah, hey Carter. Congrats on having a really good season so far. So this was your first starting role, sort of a long time coming. Now that you can sort of reflect on it a little bit, has it hit you yet? Like it actually happened, it actually worked out, you're doing really well. I mean, sort of just talk about the mentality there.
Um, I don't think it's hit me yet. Like, granted, yeah, I don't take anything for granted, but like I still take everything day by day. Like it's still the same thing. If I was making sure Bert was the guy, like I'd push him. I'm still pushing myself. I'm making sure I'm doing the little things. Like it's the same processes. It's just different role, I guess.
All right, Jordan, we'll go to you.
Yeah, hey Carter, sort of along those lines though, what has been working so well for you this season?
I just try to stick to the same routine, warming up, game day, everything. Like I try to do recovery the same each week just to make sure I'm as fresh as I can be. Because I mean, we have a good long stretch of no bye weeks, no anything. So I mean, I'm just trying to stay healthy and on the field and stay ready for whatever I have to do.
And curious, just what have you been seeing around the team? Obviously, you guys have two losses right now. Obviously, things are pretty tight right now in terms of what you guys are gonna have to do over this last month in order to get to where you want to go. Just what have you seen from the team, and how do you think you guys are gonna respond?
I think we're going to respond well. We've been having good practices from what I see on special team side. We just try to keep the energy the same. Nobody put the doubt in our heads or anything like that. Just keep a good attitude moving forward.
And one more for me. Think last week you get a tackle on a kickoff return. A couple weeks ago, Adam Booker had one on. I think it was in the Louisville game. Just when you guys get those moments, what's that like for you? When obviously your goal is kicking and kickoffs and field goals, but when you're able to make a tackle and make a game-saving play, what's that like from your end?
I mean, from my end, it's so like I did my job wrong because I kicked the ball short, which I'm not supposed to do. But I mean, I made up for it, I think, with the tackle. But on Adam's end, that's all he wants. He wants to snap the ball good, get it to Dylan, make sure it's a good snap, and then his next job is to go cover and be either the first guy down or one of the first few and shoot his shot at the tackle. So I mean, he did his, and I mean, it's I'm ecstatic for when he gets tackles because it's what he wants to do. For me, it's I messed up and it's I got to fix it.
Anything else for Carter? All right, man. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Jordan, we'll start it off with you.
Thanks, Evan. Hey, Damari, just curious for you, how would you evaluate your season at this point? Obviously, we knew how much motivation you had going in, especially after how everything went last year.
I would say this year, I'm not satisfied, but every opportunity I get, just try to take the most of it. Um, I would say got 4 more games left, got a lot left on the table to show. Um, just taking it day by day.
And with that, what specifically have you like? What specifically do you hope to improve on with these last four games?
Um, just overall with the defense, just taking that next step, communication. I would say just the little things, the details, um, running to the ball, swarming, just those little things that we did in the beginning of the season that flashed. Just getting back to our normal and our routine.
Anything else for Damari?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep going. Demaria, yeah, with the cornerback rotation, obviously OJ's going to be out, it seems like, for a little bit. Just what have you liked about the group that you guys have in your rotation between you, Ethan O'Connor, Xavier Lucas, OJ when he was there? Just the foursome of you, it seems like you guys are able to rotate in and out pretty freely and be able to pick up for each other and there not be too much drop off between the four of you.
Oh yeah, those guys, some competitors. We came in, worked together, um, kept each other's head up when things, when things were going left. kept each other encouraged, and we just all here for each other. When our numbers and names called, we just go out there, root on each other, just play for each other really in that corner room. Everybody supports one another.
Next, we'll go to Matt and then Chris.
Yeah, hey Damari. Wanted to just ask you sort of big picture on defense. Just numbers wise, you guys are pretty much top 10 in everything except for pass yards allowed, number 53 in the nation. Is that? I mean, is there a rhyme or reason to that? Do you feel like the secondary sort of done its job and just sort of this is the way it went, kind of numbers wise?
I would say, I would say, probably a lot of communication issues, but I feel like we don't pay attention to that. We come in and just and try to do our assignment to the best ability and get better each week. Hopefully that'll increase. We don't pay attention to the rankings and stuff like that, but we just know as a whole a standard we have to hold ourselves to, and we just have to get back to that.
All right, Chris, you'll wrap us up.
Damari, just any thoughts on facing Syracuse after what happened last season against them?
Huh. Uh, Looking forward to this game. This game it'll mean a lot to me. Kind of the game I tried to come back last year. A game that we had our second loss to last year. It'll mean a lot to us, those returning players coming in the Hard Rock. We just want to get another win and go 1-0 and just take it week by week.
If you could add, just what do you see with this Syracuse team, this year's team?
I can see they're not probably where they want to be, and that doesn't mean anything on our end. We still gonna show up, play, no matter who they got throwing the ball, no matter who's operating their offense. We're just gonna come up and show and play Miami Hurricane football.
Cool. Appreciate you taking the time, Damari.
No problem.